Welcome, and here we're looking at gold on a weekly chart, just the bigger picture because we've got this current rise through here. Essentially we're looking for, well, in the weekly we're looking for this is wave 5 up through here, and quite simply an A wave, an A, B and C for the primary wave B, and we're looking for primary wave C down here in 5 waves of intermediate degree, and we're currently in this, this is where the tricky bit comes, because wave 4s are normally a little bit complicated, and it's possible still for this to move up to 1272, 1280, maybe even the 1300 slightly, and then still roll over from that point there. But it's becoming a little bit apparent that this wave 3 here, this wave 4 can move over to here. So we basically get something a bit like this here. Up here we've got this A wave, a B wave, and a C wave here. So this would be the B wave coming down here in 3 waves, a bit like this little guy here in 3 waves. So that would leave us with 5 waves to the upside here. So that's a real possibility. So we just sort of in two parts about that, but just on the smaller count, this is how it would count out here in the wave 3 here on the daily. Wave A up here, an A and a B and a C here for the B wave, and then wave C up through here. Wave C would have some sort of relationship with this particular move here. So that's what we'd be looking for. Wave C would also be in 5 waves as well, in terms of the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, something like this. So that's a real possibility. So drilling into this here, we'll just be looking at it in 2 ways as such. So first of all, looking here, I'm just looking at it in a corrective situation from this low here. This is the low of it here. An A, B and C for the A wave, not that it matters that much. The A, the B and the C here, this matters a little bit more, because this move down here we were tracking was actually in 5 waves. And we thought we'd get a retest, an ABC back up here and then further downside. It's not the case, so we need to label it like this, and then this high here would be taken out here, and we need to be counting 5 waves to the upside from this point here, so from here. So that's what we're looking at now. So that move up through here, yesterday we were looking at this as 5 waves down. That can stay there, but it's just got to be a wave C. And now we're looking for 5 waves up through here as such, and that's what we're looking for here. We know that the 50-60% retracement level it comes into this sort of area here as well. The other important bit here is that the market is meeting the group 2 area, the 65, 72 and the 80, and the 72 will have quite an impact here, and that's where the market could terminate here, because because of the 272, you'll see that come into play in due course. But anyway, we need to pull that apart. I don't know if I've done that yet, or I did. So I know this is wave 1, 2, 3, or 3 could be here as well. So I just know we've still got more coming up here as well. We can expect, 1260 is the closest largest number, so we can expect a correctional pattern across this here before we move higher through here. But anyway, whichever way we look at it, I need to pull this apart. I don't know if I've just done that. No, I haven't done it on the 5-minute chart. I haven't had time this morning, but I will. I need to deconstruct this particular structure here and work out where our target is up here. But the resistance, 65, 72 and the 80. So let's just sort of see how we go with that. All right. Silver will be much the same as well. Just looking from, it hasn't moved up as strongly as gold and made new highs, and just on the 5-minute chart here from its low here, we do have a 5-wave structure up through here. So this can be an A and a B and a C. It can come back further. This does look a corrective here, but if it does move down through here and then find support back up there again, then you can go along from that point. Okay, but it doesn't. This does appear to be corrective, so it's good if it does breach down through here and then proves to you it's strong, and proof is getting back up here, finding support, and then taking the new high out from that that point there. If the 2010 becomes the support from here, then look to go long from that point there as such. The copper market is also rolled over as well. It's broken through our support lines through here, and especially the 330 here. So we need to start counting 5 waves down. It's that simple. So that's going to bring us down into this area through here. And the way that I've best counted so far is from this move here, an A and a B and a C wave to here, and then these are all lower highs here, so we would have to come in at 1, A, B, and C for 2, down for 1, back for 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're in the third wave here, third wave, the fourth wave, and the fifth wave, and this is important for base metals, iron ore players, and just general. Zinc, aluminium, all the mining resource things will be looking at this same pattern here. So there's further weakness to come from this market. The oil market's still on track. That's one thing that hasn't been sort of shaken, but we can expect profit taking at 98 here, and that could be coming in here. So the aim was to count 5 waves up through here, and I was planning to do that this morning, but I haven't done that, but I've got my stuff here from yesterday. So up for 1, back for 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could still be in the third here. The fourth here can pull back to the fourth wave of 1 lesser degree, and then the fifth wave can move up through here. But the markets will be in a bit of a fear mode now, so we'll see. We'll just wait to see where that support comes in from here. But if you have longs, then take profit now, because this is likely to be pulled back into the 97 here. Once 97.20, the 72 and the 20 within subgroup 1 there, if that becomes the resistance, then you can expect it to come back here further, and in that case you would be looking for a 3-wave price action like that, and then back up here if that was going to be the case. But taking money at 97.72 just before the 98 is what one should normally do. So that 99.72 would be what you'd be looking for there. The soybean market, still in our triangle here, and it does look weak. It's close there. It's always tempting to run with that, but we do need that 1272 breached. We do need to see it as a retested resistance. If that's the case, you would be adding through this is all group 2 here. So 1272, 1265, a breach of 1265, you would be looking at that as well. So we need that low to sort of hang on in there, and that 272 as resistance there will be our first short trade from that point there, if that's going to be the case. The wheat market here, it's had a bit of a rally. It's in group 2, back into above 65 here. We were short coming down through here. Stop was at 567, so we should have been stopped out through here to save you from this. This situation here at the moment, like I said, is in group 2. I've got it labelled as a wave 2 here, but if the 72 becomes the support there, then this market's going to go higher. As simple as that. This is the line in the sand, the 72, as support or resistance, and you need to be on the right side of that there. This structure is a little bit tricky to count here as such, so I've kind of got to leave it. I wouldn't pay too much attention to this labelling through here. If that 72 becomes support, then that high there will be taken out, and then we can look at this as being the top of a third wave here, if that's going to be the case. So a third wave up there, a fourth wave here, and we'll have to put the 1 and the 2 into this area through here somewhere. So let's just see how that plays out. The corn market, there's no real sort of change here in this particular one. We knew that we had 5 waves here, so we knew that we'd get another 5 here, but beyond that we can't prove any further than that, because this can be 5 waves down, an A and a B and a C here, fail from here and move down. So if the 425 becomes the retested resistance, the midpoint between 20 and 30, then look to short from that point there. If it becomes the support up here on 430, then we'll be going long, but don't move too quickly, because we need to see something. If I can just draw this out here, the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, and then there'll be an A and a B and a C, and then we look for support and that would be our sort of entry at that point there. In the meantime, if that 425 becomes resistance through here, can't get up, then having a look at a small position there and then a small one under here, because it will fade from that point. The orange juice, no real change through here. We're still looking at this as being a B wave up through here, so we're not in sort of any rush with this. I'll just cruise into here. As I talked about yesterday, the support on here, is possibly five. It looks like a fourth wave here, so we're looking for a fifth wave, a new high above this one here. It's a little bit tricky to count all of this, but it's probably the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in here. So an A and a B and a C coming through here somewhere before we see any further upside here. But anyway, like I said, there's nothing really cooking here at the moment. All right, cheers.